For years, politicians couldn't get it done. Balance the budget without raising taxes. As a businessman, I knew we could prove them wrong. We turned a massive budget deficit into a $3 billion surplus.
Well, this needs a fact check. So let's go to your budget, which anyone can find by DuckDuckGoing CT budget. Let's jump to Adobe page 30. Revenues minus expenses. Freshman finance, accounting, econ, the whole of the course of business study. The singular equation upon which everything in any business major is based upon. This is your budget surplus. Right here. Last I checked, $271.8 million is not $3 billion. Worse, $267.5 million of that isn't capturable. So that supposed surplus is more like $4.2 million, which is a far cry from $3 billion. But context does matter, and I guess it is a surplus. So let's look at how he got there. Adobe, page 39. Good God, what is this revenue projection? 6 times as much revenue from cannabis sales tax and excise tax in an industry where you still have to fudge your reporting to avoid federal penalties. An industry that completed its rollout in June. An industry that still has a state-mandated cap on dispensaries. 6 times the revenue from a cash and crypto-only business. Are you guys the buyers? Are you guys fucking high? $47.3 million from gaming and sports betting. From the Indian casinos? Yeah, I don't know how you pulled this off, but we've definitely got a case of citation needed. There's some more BS in here, like $2.5 million from a convenience fee for credit card use, which is a tax, but in a word, delusion on revenue projections. Also on Adobe page 39, $975 million on federal stimulus / transfer from budget reserve fund. Yeah, so just short of $1 billion freaking dollars is just draining reserves and federal COVID grants to the tune of $200 million more than last year, and a line that didn't exist before last year. And then 2 lines above that, yeah, break gap and just defer $85 million in deficit reconciliation to 2024. It's a straight up revenue line if government does it, cooking the books proud if you do it. Oh, what's this? Looks like a gigantic walking back to me. If $3 billion in budget surplus was actually a $3 billion budget surplus, I'd include that in literally everything I ever posted anywhere from here to fucking eternity. Now it's just a surplus? Scroll for context? Wow, what a fat load. Paying people for municipal taxes is not a tax cut at the state level. Mandating local mill rate caps is interference with the consent of the governed through the abolition of devolution. Definitely not a state tax cut. Okay, you got me here. State employees won't have to pay taxes on their pensions. Whoopity-doo. Remind me again why we're so badly in debt? Something about unfunded liabilities? Again, the state paying off someone else's student loan debt, which is all this is not a tax cut. In fact, when you pay for something, that usually means you have to generate a revenue to cover that cost. Jesus!